Welcome to the Sunshine and Moonlight tutorial. First of all, you're wondering, what is Sunshine? Well, Sunshine is a self-hosted game stream for Moonlight, and it offers low latency, and you can basically connect any device to your gaming computer and stream your game straight to it. So, let's get into Sunshine itself. This is the web page where you can go download it from. Of course, the link is going to be in the comments. Gives you a bit of information about all the stuff I said. It supports hard coding now. For people that were aware of the GeForce experience streaming, this is an open source implementation of that, and it can use Nvidia cards, AMD cards, and Intel cards, with the Nvidia stuff just used, in Nvidia cards. And they have Sunshine servers for damn near everything, just like they have Moonlight servers for everything. You can scroll down the page and download the latest versions. This was the version as of when I was doing this video. And those are all the various formats you can download it in for your different computers and games, etc., etc., etc. Pretty boring stuff. So, we save. Because we're doing this on Windows, we get the Windows installer installed. We'll download it. And then we proceed to install it. Now, at the time, I had an older version of Sunshine installed, so I'm just overwriting the new version. So you can just say yes when it asks, do you want to overwrite? Go through all the prompts and customize things, add it to the games folder. And then just make sure that all your scripts and tools are checked on here and install. Alright, and once it finishes installing, it'll pop up a window with the Sunshine web page so you can read more information about it. And then it'll actually, Sunshine signed in, so ignore that. But that's what the Sunshine icon will look like when you install it. And you may need to involve the virtual gamepad driver like I did, ViGemBus, which you can get from the links in the comments. And this was the latest version as I speak. Now, what this does basically is allows whatever device you're connecting to your computer to use various kinds of game pads, and they just work. Because I have a PlayStation 4 compatible controller, and it just seems to work. So now we're going to install Moonlight. Moonlight is a program you install on the device you're going to actually play the games on. So you can see they have versions of everything: Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, Apple TV, etc., etc., etc. This is the Google Play page because I'm going to install it on a tablet of mine so you can see how it works. Brief little bit of information about it, nothing special. And I've done this on tablets. I've not done it on the phone yet because I don't even want to try to strain my eyes on the screen. But I've done it on Android boxes. I've definitely done it on all my Android tablets. So now we start Sunshine. Now that we got Moonlight installed on our device. And all you're going to get is this little console DOS window that pops up. And then it's going to open up the web host where you put in the username and password, which will be given to you when you first set it up. Since I've already set mine up, it didn't prompt me, so I'm sorry if I skipped that part of the tutorial. But this is the front page, and this here is the application page, and I'm going to show you how to add a game to here. Now, I got all these games set up already, so I'm just going to edit the last one I put on there, which was a set of Corsa. So put in the name there and try to spell the name right, because that'll come up later when you're trying to look for the cover. Then for the command, you would go to the shortcut for the game, and you would find the command to run it and install it under commands. Now, remember what I said about spelling the name right? Yeah, when you click the find cover button here, if you do it right, it should just give you a cover right there, and you just click on it and it adds it. Now, if not, you got to go find the covers yourself and add them in. And most importantly, make sure that they are PNGs and not JPEGs, because it will not load JPEGs. And once you add it in, it just sorts them or whatever. Now, I'm curious because they had a set of course at the bottom that put at the top, but that's irrelevant. Then you got your configuration page. Most of this stuff you shouldn't have to mess with. If you got a fairly decent computer, everything should just work out the box. You can tweak it and all, but I'm not even getting into that. This is, like I said, this is just basic setup for, basic folks. If you're a tweaker like me, you already know how to go in and play with the settings and stuff like that. Because typically with like the tablets or devices, I start out at 480p. I know, crappy, but trying to gauge the speed and all the latency, and then I'll usually up it to 720p, then eventually 1080p. Because I don't think I have a device in this house besides my computer that runs more than 1080p, so 1080p is more than fine. You got your troubleshooting page, but this is the important part, the pin numbers. This is going to come up later when I do the intro to installing it on my tablet, but let's get to that. Connecting Moonlight to Sunshine. Hey, that's me. Filming on my phone. Anyway, so we got our host that comes up. On that network, you can test your network connection to tell you what kind of speed you got, if any problems. Then we do the pairing. So they're going to give you a 4-digit number to pair on the device. So then we go from my device, excuse my junky house, to the computer. And then you put in the 4-digit number. And once it's successful, you'll see a list of games pop up. Now, there's 2 things that already be added to there, which would be desktop, which basically shows your default desktop, so you can see what's on the computer from your tablet. And then the other one is Steam Big Picture. I don't have Steam, so I didn't get to test that. You can work that out and see how it do. So back it up. Now, this is what I was talking about, tweaking the settings for the actual devices. You can go to video resolution. And like I said, I usually start out at 480p, and then I usually up it to 720 and then to 1080. Just seeing how good the picture looks or whatever. And I always leave the frame rate at 60 frames a second, so it's nice and smooth. Video bitrate I ain't had to play with yet. Every blue moon get a message about slow connection, but I don't think that's nothing major to worry about. But like I said, we just doing the basic setup. So let's get back to logging into our Sunshine computer. And let's launch Blur. Blur is this cool little racing game where you get weapons and stuff. Just think of Mario Kart with real cars. That's the best way I can describe it. So you can see the screen coming up on the tablet. And the computer. Ooh. Yeah, I got a ton of fingerprints. I need to clean my screen off. Greasy hand. Fucker am I. And here you can see me playing Kill la Kill on my Android box in my projector room.
Get ready. Let the battle begin.
So if you got any questions, hit me up in the comments on social media if you see me, and let me know what you think. I want this to be something, like I said, I don't want it to be overly complicated, but I want it to be simple enough to explain to folks how to set this up and get these things working, because this is game changing. Because literally I can play my games all over the damn house now. And the coolest part, you can stop a game in the middle of a game and then pick it up on a whole nother device. That's fucking cool as shit. But anyway, this is Ella, and I'm out.
Load of webcam.
GBA Studio.
Whole lot of magic.